All right, so that is They're Red Hot by Robert Johnson, and we're going to try to walk through that today. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is not precisely how he plays it. I think it's like some alternative tunings and different things, but this will get you there, especially if you're playing acoustic guitar by yourself. And it's a very, very fun song to play. All right, so I'm going to admit that there's some difficult chords here with the stretches that you're going to have to do. Okay, it's going to look like this. To move my other fingers out of the way so you can see it. Okay, so I'm going to try to get a little bit closer here. So, alright, this song is in the key of C. So if you want to do a cool Robert Johnson walk down to start the song, you can do that. The way you would do it is you would root your ring finger or your pinky on the 8th fret of the high E string, so that you're plucking that. Then your middle finger you're going to use on the 8th fret of the D string. You pluck those together, and you're just walking it down from the 8th fret of the D string, 7th fret of the D string, 6th fret of the D string, 5th fret of the D string. Okay, and always leaving that on the high E string of the 8th fret rooted. And then the plucking kind of goes like you're just using your thumb and your pointing finger. And then you're going to end on a G7. Now, I do a bar chord G7, but you could also do an open G7. It would be just fine. So, open G7, which we're going to need for this song anyways, is really, really simple. It's just your ring finger is going to go on the 3rd fret of the low E string, okay? Then you're going to kind of use the fat of your finger to mute the A string where you don't play it. Or, if you don't want to do that and you actually do want to play the A string, you can use your middle finger and place that on the 2nd fret of the A string. Okay, and then everything from the D, G, and B strings are open. Then you're just going to use your pointer finger to get the 1st fret of the high E. It's a G7. Which you're going to need in the song anyway. So it's good that we learned it right at the beginning. So all together it'd be... Alright, but you don't have to actually do a walk down this one. You can just jump right into it. Okay, so this is the song. Of course, it's a blues song. It's kind of a 12-bar blues. So it's going to repeat itself. So once you learn it once, you learn the whole thing. Okay, so here we go. The first part we're going to learn is... Okay, so you technically only need 2 fingers for this, although it is a stretch, okay? There's really no other way to put it, but we're still going to try our best to do it. Here we go. So you are going to bar the D, G, B, and high E at the 5th fret, okay? And then you're going to use your pinky to stretch all the way to the 8th fret of the high E string, okay? And that's kind of like a C7, okay? Kind of like a C7 right there. Okay, and the way that this song is plucked, okay, now technically you could strum it, and it would sound just fine, right? So for that didn't sound good. But if you want to pluck it, you can just use your thumb and your pointer finger, and you can kind of do like this, okay? So plug it with the thumb on the root note, and then sweep down with just your pointer finger. Alright, so either way you want to do it, totally fine. Okay, so we've got that first one. Then you're going to take that same shape. You actually don't change the shape, and you're just going to move it down a whole fret. So now you're barring the 4th fret of the D, G, B, and high E, and then your pinky's extended to the 7th fret of the E. So you kind of do a passing go. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Alright, so what that is, and then you slid it up, or excuse me, down 2 frets this time, so where you're barring the 2nd fret of the D, G, B, and E, and then you're extending your pinky all the way to the 5th fret of the high E. So again, that's... Or if you're strumming. Okay, so once you've done that, what you're going to do is you're going to transition from this long A7 to using your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the high E. So, okay, so putting that together. Okay, now we're going to get to a D7 with an F sharp over it. Okay, so a couple ways you can play this. The way I like to play it is just to make my D7. So a D7 is a middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G, pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B, ring finger on the 2nd fret of the high E. Okay, but rather than making the D your root note, which would just be an open D string, you're going to need the F sharp. Now the way I do it is with my thumb. See it wrapping around there. You could play it, if you would like, with your middle finger grabbing the 2nd fret of the low E, the F sharp. Then you would put your ring finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, your pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B, and then your pinky would be on the 2nd fret of the high E. But I like doing my thumb. Either way, it's good. Just need it. And then you're going to go to a G7, which we already learned. And then you're going to repeat it. So it's... that again, and then there's like a breakdown. I got 2 for a nickel, 1 for a dime. Let's say some, but they ain't none of mine. Right? So what that part is after you've done the, you're gonna go to kind of a stop, like a stopping tempo. All right, so let me show you what that is. I kind of messed it up. I'm going to show you the real thing here. All right, so you're going to do a C. This is your regular C. Open C. Then, after you play your open C, you're going to then put your pinky down to make it a C7. So you're going to put your pinky down. Open C is ring finger, 3rd fret of the A string, pointer finger or middle finger, 2nd fret of the D, open G, pointer finger is 1st fret of the B, open high E. That's a C chord. You're gonna and all you have to do is keep your C chord and put your pinky on the that's the 3rd fret of the G string. Play all your other notes. So then you go to an F, or you can bar it if you want to. I do the wrap around, but you can bar it because you're not gonna be doing any like embellishments on it. You're just really quickly playing the F. Okay, F is you're gonna bar the whole 1st fret. You're going to go ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A, pinky on the 3rd fret of the D, and then pointer finger, or middle finger, 2nd fret of the G. Got your F. Okay, so again, C, C7, F, your D with the F sharp on top, and then you go back to put all that together, real slow. Ready, B. So you repeat it. All right, we're gonna do our stopping part. You're done. So that's the whole song, right? So if we do it full speed. Tamales in the red eye, yes, I got them for sale. Hot tamales in the red eye, yes, I got them for sale. 2 for a nickel, 1 for a dime. Let's say some, but they ain't none of mine. And it just repeats from there. Sorry, I can't really sing right now. My voice is almost gone. But that is how you play They're Red Hot by Robert Johnson. So I hope that is helpful. Leave any questions or concerns in the comments below, and I will try to get to them. And I hope this helps.